Hello everybody and welcome back. Last we left off we were talking to Sergeant Rusk. Now we're gonna go talk to T7 for a little bit.
You wanted to see me? Just stick with it. You'll figure it out. What was your mission? Who or what are the Geno Harridan? Well, the ambassador may have resigned, but you saved his life. You're a hero, T7.
Alright, that's enough of him. Now let's go chat with the Doc before we head off and get really interesting with the story. A lot of interesting happens, or a lot of interesting things happen in this video, rather.
Life of a combat medic. Long hours, grueling work. Patients bleeding all over your nice clothes. I'm not complaining. Nothing beats the look of gratitude from someone whose life you just saved. But it gets distracting when beautiful patients fall in love with you. I mean, lots of ethical dilemmas, you know.
How often do combat medics meet beautiful women?
Why do you think I took the job? I figured Jedi have the same problem. You must have admirers lined up from one end of the galaxy to the other.
I have billions of fans on Coruscant alone.
Just imagine how popular we'll be after we knock the Sith Empire into a black hole. If I were you, I'd get some extra sleep now.
Conversations with him are always fairly funny. I love talking with Doc. Now we get to the interesting bit. The end of Chapter 2, really, is what it is. It'll continue on for a couple videos here as I head off over to Tython, which is where I need to go to chat with the Jedi Council. Like I said, big things are going to happen, so we need to talk with them and basically figure out how we're gonna get the Emperor. Because that's our goal here. Our goal is to go capture the Emperor, or kill him, is my guy's goal. Wait, do you guys see that? It's the weirdest bug ever. A random guy on my ship. He's just standing there. He doesn't see me, but I could see him, and I have no idea where he came from. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go make sure there's no other people on my ship. No, we're clear here. Okay, good. Just making sure my bedroom is clear. Let's go down into the cargo hold, make sure T7's still there. He's not parted out or anything. Like, he's up on cinder blocks. Let's go. Doc's good. Okay, good. Well, oh, he moved. What? Oh, there he is. Okay, good. Well, that's good to know that he can't see me, I guess. It's just a weird bug that happens. Basically, if you log out on your ship and you come back in, for whatever reason, there's people that are stuck on your ship, and they can't see you, but other people can see them. And it's just, I don't know, it's a funny bug. I appreciate the humor in it. And they can't access any of your stuff, so it doesn't really matter. But now we get to go talk to the council and plan our attack on the Emperor.
Welcome back, friend. We've made astounding progress thanks to you.
Analysis of the Hoth data has laid bare the entire defense grid of the Emperor's fortress. There are weaknesses we can exploit.
Even better, we understand how the cloaking device protects the fortress. We've just jury-rigged a scanner that sees through it.
At last, the Emperor is within our reach.
We can seize that scum right now. Force the Empire to surrender.
Patience. Our victory will be assured when we leave nothing to chance.
Our vessels are being prepped for the journey to Dromund Kaas. Long-range scanners will receive upgrades to detect the Emperor's fortress.
We'll pilot our individual starships to land in different docking bays. Multiple targets will divide the enemy's defenses.
Once we're inside the fortress, We'll each follow an assigned path through the security grid. We'll converge on the Emperor's throne room.
We'll capture the Sith leader, bring him to Typhon, and redeem him to the light side of the Force. A perfect victory.
The Emperor? Redeemed to the light side? Impossible.
Your ally Kira was once a child of darkness. Now she's a Jedi Knight. Defeating the Sith through violence accomplishes nothing. We must embrace them as our own. It is the key to a lasting peace that will save countless lives.
Master Braga, we must speak before this plan goes any further. There are those among us who have raised concerns.
Now that I've heard the plan, I have my own objections.
You have a gift for irony. I've always considered your plan reckless, Master Braga. Now your former team member comes to me with a disturbing vision you chose to ignore.
Jomar, we discussed this. You should be in the Kolto baths. You still haven't recovered from your attack on Tatooine.
It was during those healing meditations that I saw a vision of this Jedi. He was falling to the dark side, becoming a Sith.
Tell us exactly what you saw happening. It might help me avoid such a terrible outcome.
You stood on the red sands of Korriban, the center of Sith power. Your eyes were burning coals. I saw you torturing your own crew. They screamed for mercy, but your heart was cold. Alien. Sith.
The future is forever in motion. Events that appear certain today are impossible tomorrow. Must I remind the Council that the Jedi do not pass judgments based solely on visions?
If you take him on this mission, it will fail. I should go instead.
You're angry over being left behind. You want to replace me.
I want to save this galaxy!
We all do. But that hope must never descend into passion. I fear that yours has.
I've known this Jedi since he was Master Orgus's Padawan. He has saved lives across the galaxy. I do not doubt his loyalty.
Jomar, Master Caden, I appreciate your concerns, but I do not share them. I see no reason to delay Master Braga's mission.
Thank you, Master Satil. And you, Master Kawix.
No thanks are needed. With the Force as guide, I simply follow my conscience, nothing more.
No, this is wrong! I know what I saw!
Master Braga, I demand you reconsider. There's too much at stake here.
The time for debates is over. The hour of our victory approaches. My friends, we depart for the Emperor's fortress at once. We'll coordinate our assault once we're all inside. May the Force be with us.
Like I said, things are starting to get very interesting. So basically he has a vision that I turn Sith. Now, that scares the Jedi. Not just all the Jedi, but mine specifically. Because it's not that he oh, there's another floater on my ship. He must know that he can be seen, so he went naked. Or he logged in that way and is like, wow, what just happened? I just had a rough night. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that one. We'll just leave him to his ways, I guess. Anyways, so my Jedi is actually really scared of that vision because he hates the Sith. You know, he doesn't want to be a Sith. That's the last thing he wants. He understands that the dark side is something that can be very powerful, and he knows that there's a lot at stake with trying to face the Emperor. So he wants to use any resource possible, and if that means using the dark side of the Force, then you know, that's what he's going to do. But really, when it boils down to it, he's not the only one that's ever done this. In fact, Revan is a good example, and you'll hear this later on, coming up here in the next couple episodes. With one of the characters he talks to, but Revan is one of my Jedi's, like, I guess mentors, really. Like, people that don't directly mentor him, but people he's studied immensely and has tried to figure out.
I've docked inside the Emperor's fortress. No sign of opposition.
I'm in as well. Perhaps we caught the Emperor napping.
I took some cannon fire getting in, but my shields held up.
The meteors detect enemy forces converging on my hangar. Looks like I drew the short straw.
Everyone disembark. Follow your routes to the objective. No surrender, no retreat.
Should I bring everyone aboard my ship?
This is no place for the unprepared. Bring only your strongest ally. I'll see you in the throne room. May the Force protect us all. Master Braga, out.
I can feel him. He's waiting. He'd be laughing if he still knew how.
Who's laughing? I don't hear anything.
The Emperor isn't afraid. He's just quiet. Still. All he feels is cold rage.
I don't care what Master Braga wants. I'll take the Emperor's head first chance I get.
Can't you feel the deaths that happened here? Others tried. And failed. We shouldn't have come. This is a trap.
You'll be safe on the ship. I'll take one of the others.
This isn't about me. We're all at risk.
The docking bay sealed shut behind us. Retreat is not an option. I'll go with you.
Maybe I should stay and look after Kira. Poor kid. Look at her shaking.
T7 and Sergeant Rusk will watch Kira. Come on, Doc.
That makes sense. I'm better in a fight.
Now, I don't think my Jedi realizes it, but it's obviously something happening, which is the fact that his passion and his desire to see the Emperor dead and his hatred for the Sith are overcoming him, right? Like he doesn't realize that's happening. It's going on like outside of his control. But whatever is going on there, he's following his emotion, basically, which is not what the Jedi are for. And I think Kira sees that a little bit, but I don't think she wants to. I think she has the same emotion, right? And she wants to do the same thing he's doing. So overall, I don't think she'll, get too mad at him for making the decision to have her stay on the ship, because he thinks she's being overly emotional, right? But that's not something that's happening. It's the other way around. And I think she kind of, like I said, she kind of realizes that. But either way, she's going to follow him into combat next time they go in. So we're going to head our way off over to the Emperor, right? Now, you got to think what's going on inside of my Jedi's head right now. Well, he's so ready. He's so ready to take out the Emperor. And he's so overly confident. Like, if you guys remember the movie, the third movie with Anakin, how he, I guess you could say, he too was the same way, got a little overconfident, fell to the dark side, and then kind of realized that there was a lot of power there, and then he never returned. I think my Jedi gets a taste of that coming up here. He finds the Emperor, he sees what the Emperor's able to do, and is kind of impressed by that, and it sways his decision a little more towards wanting to use the dark side of the Force to be able to, have victory. He still hates the Sith, though, so you gotta keep that in mind. He's not turning Sith yet, or at all, but he is definitely willing to do whatever it takes to take out the Emperor.